Sean, one of those nights where I think it's the opposite of speechless. There's probably so many words to describe it, so as best you can.
Yeah, I thought we played really well, especially in the first half when we, you're coming into a little bit of the unknown, an MLS team, and they put a strong team out, which we were unsure what type of team they'd play because they've got a really tough schedule. But I thought in the first half we played well and we created a few chances ourselves and defended when we needed to defend, and then obviously in the second half we get the second goal, which obviously helps. But you look at the end there and it shows you how much this competition does mean to all the teams that are in it, because they threw everything at us, and I've got to give credit to our players for standing up to that challenge.
You mentioned coming out fast, coming out strong. There was, I think, 2 chances that were about a foot over the bar in the first 15-ish minutes. How important was it to come out fast like that? I
just think we needed to come out and show a bit of confidence, and that, if you come out with a little bit of a negative mindset, you can get drawn into just protecting, and we wanted to come out with a really strong attitude towards getting towards their goal. And down the left hand side, Josh O'Brien and Aiden did really well and created a couple of crossing chances, and the goal came from really good play, and it was a great ball across, and it was a good finish by Augie.
Going into the break up 1-0, kind of tough to keep going at an MLS team just in terms of mentality wise. So what did you say in the break to the guys?
I just wanted them to recognise that we can hold our own in this environment. We knew that they would come out strong, and I did say to the players, we've been through all these scenarios before, so if we go up another goal, we know they're going to come and throw everything at us. If we go a goal down, we've still got to keep that mentality to try and get the goal to take us through. So it was more about understanding and giving the players the belief to go out and perform in the second half.
There's probably nights where you're a little bit more mad about giving up the clean sheet right at the end, but how would you describe kind of the defensive effort, especially with the attacking weapons this time?
Yeah, I mean, some of I'll have to re-watch it. I just remember a lot of our players throwing the bodies in front of the ball. The goalkeeper coming in and taking crosses at really critical moments, which calms things down. And everybody, I remember, a lot of the players like running so hard to keep what we had and try and get us into the semi-final.
What did you make of Augie's finish on the first one from where you were?
A great finish. And he made a little good run on the halfway line to just unbalance the defender, and then obviously Dougie, with his pace, he gets down that side quite regular, for us in the season. Once he got down, broke away, we knew if he put a good ball across, Augie's got that quality where he can finish.
And with the second, came from across.
Yeah.
In the box, but it came from
across. Yeah, and you've got to understand, it's amazing because when teams want to score a goal like they did, they put the ball in the box. So we got into that situation in the second half, and credit to Ben, because he, it was good play down this side, and then it was a real quality cross, and if one of ours doesn't get on it at the end of it, then it does provide questions and problems for the opponent, and that's where it did. So yeah, it came from across. I'm really pleased.
You've been in and around MLS obviously, but coming to the USL and being around the club for as long as you have now, what would you say that this means to the club in the city?
Oh, I mean, it's fantastic. I'm really pleased for everybody that's associated with the club. The amount of work and that everybody does behind the scenes leads us to do our job in front of the scenes, sort of thing. And the players, understand and recognise their responsibility to what they've got to do for our supporters, our club, everybody who works there. And we have another big game coming up on Saturday, so we'll enjoy this one and then prepare for the next one.
It's hard to single out anybody tonight, but I want to ask you about a couple individuals. I'll start with Callum. Callum seemed like in the warm-up and in pregame he was really up for it, and you talked about guys throwing their bodies in the way, and he was definitely one that did that. What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, excellent. He's been carrying a couple of knocks as well, and he made himself available for this by playing a little bit at the weekend. And these are the types of games that are right up his street. Something where you need to battle and hold on to something, and he showed great leadership qualities as well with the rest of the group. So yeah, I'm really pleased for him. And he showed his quality. When people look about footballers' quality, they sometimes think about what they do with the ball. His stuff, his defending, his positioning, his challenging was really good, and it held us all together at the end.
Other one I want to touch on is Lawrence being loaned from this level and not necessarily being forced into the team, but with Jack out, he's had a chance to step up. What have you made of him doing that in the last couple of games especially?
Yeah, I mean, he was excellent tonight, and I thought he showed that quality of why Chicago have chosen to take him and give him a contract. And I'll speak to him over the next few days about his performance, because he needs to recognise that while he's playing for us, he's also got somebody else he needs to impress, and I'll make sure that he understands how well he did in respect to playing at this level on a regular basis, and that's what we've got to do with the whole group now. We've got to say that this is the standard that we've met, and we'll try and use this as fuel to take us some more league points.
Anything else that you want to add?
Just the other thing is, I thought the supporters were fantastic. I'm really pleased for them travelling however they got here. And I wish them all the safe travel back, but I'm really pleased that we got to celebrate with them at the end, because that's something special that we won't forget, and I'm sure they won't.
Dallas, Kansas City. That's who's up next.
Yeah.
So they play tomorrow. Have you seen either one of those teams? Know much about the cities? Know much about the teams?
Yeah, I think from my past experience in the MLS, I know quite a bit about both. I worked, in the league for 12 seasons and know how strong and good they can be. But we're going to go into every game with a view of we're one step away from a final. So it's going to be something that we're going to go and try and put our game onto the opponent as well. We know that both teams have got real good quality, and on the day it's whether we can take our chances, take our luck, and see what comes at the end.